My name is Irvin, and I am working with Lily, and this is our project about educational crisis in South Africa. I hope you enjoy. South Africa's background. Only 6% of GDP spent on education, and the test results are below average. A history of 350 years of colonial selective development, the systematic discrimination and isolation pursued between the 1948 and 1994, and the world's lowest secondary school rate of enrollment. Throughout time, South Africa always had the lowest scores and the lowest enrollment for school, and we are here to change that. The problems in the educational system. So, in most of the schools, it's very hazardous and dangerous. There is no roofs, window, doors, and sometimes the bathrooms are not sanitary, or broken, or very dirty. Also, the lack in electricity in the schools. Some schools don't have electricity. Some kids work outside because there's no lights. And also the unprofessionalism of the teachers. Some teachers don't care about the youth or show up drunk or don't show up at all. In this slide, we see a chart. We see how much percentage of GDP South Africa has spent throughout the years. In 2010, 5.72, 2015, 5.96, and so on. We see that the highest is 6.51. Throughout all these years, we noticed that nothing has really changed, only 1%, maybe 2. We also see how much money they spend on primary education, and we still have not seen any improvement in their education, but we know that they are spending money in education. In this slide, I will be telling you the more specifics of why we need to help Africa. The crumbling infrastructure and the overcrowded classrooms. There's not too much space and not built space in Africa. Many buildings built are crumbling and are about to be destroyed at any second. They also have unsanitary toilets and overcrowded classrooms. We want the kids to have an opportunity to learn easier without the teacher worrying about the whole class. The teachers' absences and late coming. The shortage of teachers is also a struggle in Africa, but the reason is because the teachers don't care. The teachers show up late or don't show up at all. The children lack in reading, language, and numeral skills. So we want to help them read better, understand English and math. We want to focus more on English because English will give them a better opportunity to leave South Africa and move into a place where it's English spoken. We want to give the kids the opportunities they could probably never think of because nowadays living in South Africa is not the best. These are the three main issues in South Africa involving education. Military conflicts. There is too many wars. Too much fighting for land. Too much fighting for soldiers, which are the students in the schools. For weapons, for any sort of transportation. The military is always going to interfere. And our goal is to work for the government to have safe zones for the schools. But the government is also unfair to its people. They are greedy and only think of themselves. They do not want to make their country better. They only want to think of themselves and make it worse. One of the main things is also the poverty in South Africa. Poverty has not been improving. It has been getting worse and worse every year. We want to make a difference. And to start, we need to focus on these three things. It is going to be difficult at first, but once we figure out a plan and approach it, we will be doing great things. How are are we improving the educational system in South Africa? Here I will explain three things we will be focusing on the most. Schools need to be repaired or need to be built in safer environments. We will be working with a non-profit organization to help us reach our goals. Next, there is a shortage amount in teachers in South Africa. We want to work with a group of US teachers to help us teach adults in South Africa so they go help us teach kids there. Next, in some villages, there is no electricity. We will be working with Econ, who is known to have given many solar panels to many African countries. These are the three things we will be focusing on our project. Rebuilding the South African schools. While working with the nonprofit, we have a budget of $1 million. We decided to build 11 schools in 11 South African regions. The reason why we chose 11 it is because there is 11 official languages in South Africa. Schools that need minimal repair will be in the budget of $20,000, which is usually things like walls, doors, windows, and roofs. Schools built from the ground up will be the budget of $100,000. Each school will fit about 500 to 1,500 students. We want to make sure that kids are safe and have a nice environment because, as you can see in the pictures, it is not very nice. Teaching South African teachers how to teach kids. We want to work with a group of US teachers to help us train and teach South African teachers or adults in math, English, science, and technology. The only way we could strive to be the best is by getting help from the South African adults. We want to get their help so they can help us teach the kids. That is the first goal we want to work on. This will be the hardest one because not only are not many people motivated to teach kids, it is also one of the most dangerous jobs in South Africa because of all the problems going on there with the military and government. Electricity problems in South Africa. So during the project, we figured out that we had problem conducting electricity. So we decided to contact Akon. He is a well-known R&B artist, but he is also well known for supplying over 600 million Africans with electricity by giving them solar panels. So Akon was able to help us and give us his aid so we could move on with our successful project. Because of him, we were able to provide electricity for all the schools with the solar panels, and because of him, we were able to provide healthier and better form of electricity. Expected results. Successfully building 11 schools in South Africa within the 11 different regions that speak different languages. Not only were we able to build and repair the 11 schools, we were also able to go under budget with the $1 million. Successfully providing electricity to 11 schools in South Africa. At first, we did stumble across a problem, unable to provide electricity, but as soon as we contacted Akon, he was able to lend us a hand and didn't hesitate to help. With his help, we were able to achieve and provide electricity for all 11 schools and give them one solar panel each. With the environment and educational system being better, students' ability to learn will be effectively higher. They will be able to understand and grasp the knowledge thanks to the teachers that helped as well. Throughout our project, we did stumble upon some problems and some consequences, but we were able to figure it out and get it done. This is a project and the outcome of our presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.